I hate this closet. I hate it because it's full of a lot of junk. Some of the junk is necessary. A lot of it's not. One of the things that makes this closet suck, it holds my massively generous and well-loved and well-played-with collection of American Girl doll. Now, if you are unfamiliar with American Girl doll, it has been a huge company making dolls of all types, shapes, and sizes for girls probably since the late 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Late, mid-80s? Anyway, I feel like I was a part of the whole hip trend during the 90s and early 2000s. I have 3 dolls currently to my name. Kirsten, classic historical character, and I have a Kirsten from the original Pleasant Company. I also have Josefina, and a lot of her accoutrement, another fantastic historic character. And I have a me doll, or what was originally referred to as a me doll. It had brown hair, brown eyes, white pasty skin. This was before the insanity that is the American Girl doll store now, where you have an insane amount of options to personalize your doll. This is back in the day when you really just got to pick their hair color. I kept all of these things for what feels like a millennia because they were gifted to me. For years and years, my parents, my grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins got me something from American Girl doll for every holiday, for birthday, for Christmas. I am now 33 years old, and I think it's time to let some of it go. But I'm also not the type of person who hangs out and holds on to these belongings because I think they are going to be worth thousands of dollars one day, because they won't be. This is not the kind of retirement I'm trying to provide for myself. So I did a little bit of research. There is an awesome and huge American Girl consignment shop up in Maryland. I want to say it's in Maryland. And a couple of months ago, I shipped them some of the pieces that I was not really emotionally attached to. They sold them on consignment and they sent me some cash. After having a good experience with them, I'm going to do it again. We're going to let go of some dolls. We're going to let go of their stuff. And we are going to not necessarily do it for the money, but we're doing it to prioritize the space. We're doing it to prioritize the fact that I am making the moral choices now to not hold on to things because of the memories, but holding on to things for their usefulness. My son is more than welcome to play with these, but I don't think he needs quite this many dolls. Hi, you wanna come play? You wanna play with some dolls? Let's play with some dolls. Come here. Come on. Here, you hold this one. You hold this? It's heavy. You gotta hold it 2 hands. 2 hands? Got it. You got it? Kinda. Okay. Good job. Don't touch that. Okay, there wasn't really nearly as much in that closet as I thought there was going to be, but these drawers are completely full of American Girl doll stuff, and I know a good bit of it is going to be kept. Oy vey. Okay. So, like, I'm a flute player. I played the flute as a kid. Okay, so there's the flute in a velvet box. Like, that's not going anywhere. I'm holding on to this. And it comes with a music stand, an adjustable. I mean, look at this. This is adorable. Does it still tighten? Yeah, there you go. It goes up and down. All of it works. And it has a music book with real music on the pages. I think I had this book in middle school. It's like, this stuff isn't going anywhere. It's too good. Emmett, what you doing, Ben? Is that a cozy spot for Emmett? Yeah, that's a cozy spot. I mean, the fact that I still have the original box, that my mother thought ahead and went, you know what? We should keep the boxes. We have an American Girl doll Chicago t-shirt from when I was in the 4th grade. Where's the, okay. This is from when I went to the American Girl doll store when I was in the 4th grade. We even got little jackets. See, like, some of this stuff, how am I ever supposed to get rid of this? There's no way. There's no way. This guy can probably go. He's cute. I don't want to have this stuff, like, rot away in a drawer. He's just having the best time over here on this bed. Hi. I don't want this stuff to rot away in a drawer. I want it to be usable. I want somebody to enjoy it. I am sure there are American Girl doll girlies, collectors from back in the day, who are looking for that dog. This is a little swimsuit set. Hey, at least when I moved and got organized, I put all this stuff like together. This can go. Okay, we have, does it have the book still in it? Yeah, it does. Nice. Sweet. Teaches you how to braid. So I basically decided that I'm going to be keeping my Kirsten heritage stuff. So all of the original doll that I got when I was like 4 years old and the things that go with her are the things that are going to stay. I'm going to keep a handful of the modern stuff, just stuff that represents and has meaning to me because it was things that I did in my life, like the flute. And I think the rest of it's gonna get sold. I think it's gonna find new homes. This is tough. Like, look at this little tennis set. Comes with a little tennis racket, the little visor, the whole 9 yards. Someone's looking for that, and it doesn't need to live in my house. This wasn't actually American Girl. Oh, and it's busted. Sad. But it's like the perfect size for an American Girl doll. They went sledding. And I haven't mentioned this, but a couple of years ago, I had an American Girl doll tea party with 2 of my girlfriends where we dressed up and had tea and brought our dolls. And it was obviously photo shoot opportunity. So that party was so much fun because it was me and 2 other girls that are adults who went out and like got outfits and like got organized and brought all our dolls and all of our stuff, and we had photo shoots, and it was so much fun. And that's special, and I want to still be able to do that, but I definitely don't need to hold on to as much as I have. Did you guys have anything like this as a kid where you still have everything? Where you still have it all? I know Legos is a thing that people still have a ton of, and I mean, if you have American Girl dolls, am I the only person who does this? We have a stand, need that. With the original little tights. Oh my gosh. Emmett, are you having so much fun playing? Yeah? Those are little chairs. Yeah. Okay, so like here's one of the dolls that I think will go out into the world and have her own new adventure. This was the twin doll that I got. I was like 13 when I asked for this. My mom was like, "Are you sure you want an American Girl doll?" And I said, "Yes, this is what I want for Christmas and birthday." She's still pretty good shape. She needs a little hairbrush when you brush your hair, girlfriend. What's this? What's this? Is that a doll? Is that fun? Yeah. You wanna hold her? You wanna sit with her? She sits in the chair. Oh my god, that's not the cutest thing I've ever seen. Are you being just the cutest thing that's ever lived? Can you help her? Oh, the bowling set. Oh my god. Wanna play with this? It's a ball. You can play with this. So you've met Casey. She's cute, right? Cute little doll. Now the original doll. Is this the original box that this doll came in? Yes. Actually, I think this is the original box her bed came in, but original Pleasant Company box. Hey, girlfriend! In this box, I've laid out Kirsten in her bed with her original outfit on, because that is how I wanted to store them. So I have had this doll since I was 4 years old. There's a picture of me on Christmas morning opening her, and that was also the year that my parents had my brother. We moved into the home that I grew up in, and so it was like a really special thing. So here's Kirsten. Is she cute? She's Swedish from like the 1800s. Got her original doll. I got her bed all laid out here. This isn't going anywhere. This is my doll. This is my doll. And in the original box, I mean, come on, guys. This is crazy. It's just an empty box. It's just an empty box. I think the computer game came in, but now it's empty, and it will probably store American Girl doll things. We also have stuff like this, which was not American Girl issue. This was obviously from like a Michaels, and it was painted to match her stuff. It's so special. My mom probably painted that. And then there are the things that are like the perfect American Girl doll size. but aren't American Girl issue, along with these like little tiny magazines. Like, look at how little those are. They're so little. I even still have the American Girl doll. The American Girl Plays Chicago. This was when there was only one, y'all. There's one in like every city now, but there was only one, and I still have one of the bags. It's still in pretty good shape. This is not minimalist behavior. Okay, ooh, there was nothing in that drawer. Yay! Okay, okay. So now we are at the point of getting into all of Kirsten's stuff, because I have it organized and separated. I don't have the original boxes for a lot of these things anymore, but I have gone on American Girl Wiki, because that is a real thing, and made sure that I had the outfits correctly together. So we have her little schoolgirl outfit all together. That's staying, obviously. We have her like little fishing outfit with the hat. That's obviously staying. We have her birthday set with flower crown and red boots. That's obviously staying. We have a different little summer outfit all together with ribbons on the original card. That's obviously staying. We have the crazy Christmas outfit with the wreath of lit candles, which for right now, like everybody I feel like is talking about that Swedish Christmas tradition of like putting lit candles on little girls' heads. I didn't realize I was ahead of the trend. We have her pajama set. We have her little winter skiing set. We have her little schoolhouse set with socks. And then we have her like big winter coat and the ice skates. That's staying. So all those are staying. I also have a couple of books about like her life and times. So that's obviously staying. And then like a little one. Also, like, if you read Kirsten's books, like, some of the stuff written in there is pretty fucked up. We also have this, like, family album that I was gifted at some point. We wrote down, like, my great-grandmother's name and, like, when people came over. And, like, this is super, super special. And what's funny is I recently filled out my portion. Like, it has my married name in it, which is kind of fun. But both my grandmothers actually filled some of this out. Like, it's really special. And then I have these two book sets. One of them is all the birthday books for the 5 original dolls. So that's really cool and exciting. And they're signed by the author, which is, I don't know where these came from. And then I have like 4 of Kirsten's books. I also have a Meet Josefina book. Looks like I'm missing 1 or 2. Oh my God, and look at this. It's like a little tiny bookmark with the original American Girl doll logo. See, this is stuff they just don't make anymore. And what's in here? Okay. We do have things in the top drawers. Aww. It's Coconut. Coconut I got when I was in Chicago. And Coconut's cute as hell. Coconut has gotten eaten up a little bit by somebody. I don't know who. That's not good. But I have Coconut's birthday stuff. It's so cute. But I think the stuff might have to go. Coconut might stay. Coconut and Coconut's little bed might stay. But like, it came with like a little head wrap. There's in a little bathtub. And the original like soap. A little rubber ducky. So much cute stuff. Oh yeah, here's the cat that looks like my cat. I think this cat's name was Licorice. And it looks just like Otis. It's insane. It's just a lot. It's just like a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is some original Kirsten stuff too, with her little lunch pail that you push open, and it's got all this little food inside. So that's obviously a keep. These are the sheets and the bedding for that little bed that Emmett was sitting on. Aha! The American Girl doll brush. Gotta keep one of those. I think this has all of her ribbons in it. Yeah. It's got some ribbons and some, so we'll keep that. And that box is like super nice. Okay, we have like these little pails and stuff. Like, yet again, this was stuff that like was not American Girl branded, but like this literally says Plantation House, $1.19. I mean, that's cute. That's a cute little bucket and a cute little picture. That'd be like a really cute little bud vase. Okay, this was one of Kirsten's things. Little candle. You can lower it to pretend that like it burnt down. And yet again, like I can't remember if this was really hers or not, but like it tracks that it would be. Like, and it's got a bunch of marbles in it when it's supposed to be like coal, but For some reason, I feel like this was real. Can anybody tell me? Any other American Girl doll girlies in the comments? Can you tell me if this was really Kirsten's or what this was? Thank you so much. Okay, and then we have like this picnic set, which certainly was not. It's got little wine glasses in it. I can probably go. Okay, so the drawers are empty. What you got in it? Yeah. Okay. Chair. The thing about these dolls is that they are like, I kept them so nice for so long and I redressed them and they feel so small and light to me now after carrying around a baby all the time. They're not as big as I remember them being. But God, they're so pretty. But I think that there's a person out there who will appreciate them more. Why are you trying to pick her nose? Okay, so what I now need to do, that I've kind of decided what's staying and what's going, is I need to send pictures of all the stuff that I want to sell to the consignment shop so they can tell me that they want it or they don't want it based on what's in demand and what they think they can sell. And then I have to figure out what box I'm going to possibly get that is going to hold all of this stuff. Yeah, this is not going to be like cheap to send this to them, but it is worth it to make sure that they get to good, friendly homes. I would also like to mention that I have tried to give these dolls to people with small children, but none of my friends who have little kids say that they're like interested in dolls, even the little girls. This is yet another reason why I don't need to hold on to this stuff, and they can go to people who collect these things and will appreciate them for what they are. What is happening here? What are you doing? Are you sitting at Kirsten's table trying to eat mommy's lunch in her little chair with your little butt? Yeah. Pretty freaking cute. You already had some today. For my husband not to freak out when he gets home and sees the mess I've made in the guest room, we're gonna put all the stuff that I'm keeping away. And Emmett's just gonna keep eating pasta back there at Kirsten's table. Because he can have my lunch, it's fine. There are two things that get special mention when it comes to American Girl doll stuff that I will be keeping for eternity. One of them is this. Any guesses? This includes a mouse pad. Still any guesses? This is the original box it came in. And the original styrofoam. This is a Macintosh computer. It is not turning on at the moment, but there's a keyboard that clicks and a mouse that clicks. When you click these things, different things pop up on the screen. It has an on and off switch on the back. I think it just takes 2 AA batteries and the original instructions. Turn on your computer. Press the buttons. I'm dead. Oh, where'd it go? Hey! Bring that back back here, please. Can I have that? Thank you. Thank you. You have a big piece of pasta on your face. So that's not going anywhere if I have anything to say about it. The other special mention is this thing. This is a scenes and settings book. You could set up your doll in front of it, and it has the scenes of that doll. So this is Kirsten's. This is her little log cabin that she lived in. So let's take a gander inside here, shall we? This thing is huge, and it's got these big snaps on it. I have never met anyone else who has one of these. If you have one, can you tell me in the comments? Because like, I've literally never seen these. I've never seen anyone else have one, and I just freaking love it. So we have, and these are all scenes from like the book. So this says America, question mark. So like right after they get off the boat and they're showing up in America. You can see here her chest that is a part of her kit. This is the inside of her house. This is their cabin, and this is at Christmas time. We have a traditional Christmas scene happening here, along with the table and chairs. Look familiar? This is the powder keg school. It's been a long time since I've read the books. I don't know if I remember the names. We have her little school outfits. We have Burkhoff's General Store. I mean, these are incredible. It's absolutely beautiful. And then we have the North Woods. Lots of winter scenery. And then on the back is like a map. I mean, this is insane. I don't know how much they spent on this. I don't know anyone else that has one. If you have one, send me pictures, especially if it's of a different doll's scenery. That would be really cool. But this will go in the will. And just for like reference, you know, I'm decluttering them relatively quickly and kind of with what may end up when it's edited seeming like without care. But I've put a lot of thought into like what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. This has been one of those collections that's kind of, through all of my decluttering so far in my minimalism journey, I have just said like, hands off, I'm not getting rid of any of it. It's only been within the last year or two that I have allowed myself to kind of touch that soft spot in my heart and decide that it was okay and it was time for some of it to go. This is a big American Girl declutter. Not all of it's going. I don't know if it ever will all go because it's special to me, but some of it I think can be used in a better way. Somebody else can enjoy it. So now that we've got it kind of put away, the stuff that I am keeping, now it's time to get this giant tomato off of my baby's face. No? Okay. And get the stuff for sale photographed so that I can send it to the consignment shop and see what they want to get. Okay, so everything has been photographed. Now I just have to pack it up because it's gonna sit in my house probably for a couple days until I can figure out how to pack it and ship it. Hey, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And then I need to email the photos to the consignment shop and see if they'll take everything. So I heard back from the consignment shop. So that was all of like, I sent the email at 4:21. They got back to me at 4:59. So great customer service. And they were like, yeah, we can sell your stuff. Here's how the auctions work. Cool. I'll get 60% of whatever they sell it for, which is fine. I have to ship it, which is no big deal. Now, what they have said is that the following items are expensive to ship and we don't recommend sending them, but are okay for local drop-off. I live in Georgia, so I can't local drop-off. But they don't want horses, books, desks, beds, any salon-related items, gymnastics, tents and teepees, bathtubs, and big bitty baby furniture and crutches and wheelchairs. So I have books and I have beds. They bring little money at auction as well. So we might just pull those out of there and try my luck on Facebook Marketplace for those. But now I just need Dan to bring me a box home from work that will be big enough to ship this stuff in, and we'll send it off. Okay, a slight change of plans. I listed the beds on Marketplace like I am telling you I was going to do. A woman reached out and was like, hey, I see you have 2 beds for sale. I'm interested. And then she was like, do you have any clothes? Do you have any dolls? And I was like, girl, do I have any clothes? Do I have any dolls? So then we start a little romance. We've been chatting all night. She's coming over tomorrow and basically buying everything, except for like a small handful of things that I will send to Massachusetts. I didn't ever think I would sell all of my stuff for American Girl on Marketplace, but here we are. Okay, so it's the next day, and the lady is on her way here. She's gonna come pick up all this stuff, and I am just floored. I don't really know how I feel about it, because like, I thought I would have them a little longer. I thought it would like take a little longer for the whole process to kind of happen, but it didn't. It literally took all of less than 24 hours after I decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna declutter some American Girl doll stuff. High demand, I guess, and it's also the holiday season, so I shouldn't be surprised. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about it, because I've had these dolls for basically 25 years, or I've had at least Josefina since 1997. So basically 25 years, and am struggling with the fact that I should feel worse about them leaving. But where does that come from? Where does that should come from? Is it guilt that I'm not holding on to them because someone purchased them for me? Is it guilt from, you know, how my mom would feel, one of the, you know, the woman who bought it for me and who helped me take care of them for so long? I keep running through the scenario of her finding out that they're not here anymore and her being mad about that. I didn't lose them. I'm not throwing them away. I am selling them for a decent amount of money, and then they're gonna get played with instead of just sitting in my closet. I still have my original doll who will be buried with me, so that is neither here nor there. I just am trying to like dissect this guilt, and it's not overwhelming. So here's the thing. So with minimalism and with like this whole decluttering and this like simplicity lifestyle, I've let go of a lot of guilt on letting go of items. But as I get to items that are closer and closer to my heart, I've done a lot of work, a lot of mental work about separating feelings from possessions. But, you know, there's still work to be done. There will always be work to be done. And these are special items. These are items that I really loved and spent a lot of time caring for. I guess the base of it is I feel like I should have more guilt, but I don't have a lot of guilt about it. Is that not honoring the dolls? They're inanimate objects. But is it because they represent part of my childhood? Am I letting down little Casey by letting them go? No, I don't think so. I think I'm making myself proud. I'm gonna tell myself I'm making myself proud because I'm making room not only in my house, but in my life for new things. Like this guy. And the stuff that he will need. But like, here's the rub. Am I sad now? Like, now am I sad? But the woman who bought Josefina and my me doll, the Josefina is for her. She's an adult woman and was like, I want to display them. I gave up a Samantha a million years ago that I regret exclusively. And so I'm so excited that I have given her to a woman who is going to cherish her and be special to her. And then the me doll and her accessories are going to go to her niece, which is so much fun, and that's where they deserve to go. So like, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's been a couple of days since I sold the American Girl dolls on Facebook Marketplace. Here's the thing. The lady came and got them. She was chill. She was so excited about them. And I felt really good about giving them a new home, giving them a new life. And I felt great. She gave me a bunch of money, like, good day. Good right before Christmas treat. And then later we were going out to get our Christmas tree, like it was gonna be a whole amazing day. And then she messages me and is like, hey, so I'm really disappointed. Josefina's limbs are loose. And they were. I didn't realize they were as loose as they were when she sent me a picture, but they were pretty loose. And I know you can have that fixed, or you can actually fix it yourself. There are videos on YouTube about how to fix that. And I told her that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here's some videos that you can watch. She's like, well, I have arthritis, so I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna have to send it away to the doll hospital. I'm really disappointed. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna ask for her money back. And I'm gonna be like, no. And the thing about it is, it was the guise of being like sad, you know? Anyway, so she's like, can you send me $25 back to help pay for me to send her to the doll hospital? I reported her at that point. I was like, I am so over this. Here's the weirder problem that I was having. I was starting to feel bad for giving my cherished doll to some lady who purports to be like a certified Ramsey professional, starting to try to like ask people for money back on Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, I was just frustrated because it's like, look, you bought something on Facebook Marketplace. It wasn't exactly as you thought it was. Duh. I, of course, am now like beating myself up because I have given this thing that I've cherished and loved for so long, and this thing that I feel like has a lot of value, to a woman who is being a twat. But then I have to remember that these are inanimate objects. These dolls do not have feelings. The feelings I give them are mine alone. If I was not ready to give them up, then I shouldn't have done so. But this was an incredible learning experience for me as a person trying to be a minimalist and to live in like a voluntary simplicity. I had not interacted with the dolls in a big way in like 20 years. The guilt I was feeling about them not being treated correctly is all in my head. If I wasn't ready to give them up, I shouldn't have let them go. But I am ready to let them go to new homes. They are not my objects anymore. Just like with gift giving. Once it is out of my hands, it is out of my hands. If I didn't want something to happen to it, then I shouldn't have let it go. It ruined my whole entire rest of my day. Like, I was so upset while we were Christmas tree shopping. I was so angry at this lady. I was so bummed at myself for being grumpy about it. And I felt that I'd let my dolls down. And the fact that that is a thing that happens to human beings in our heads, that we attach so much value to these objects that then we start feeling like we have wronged them, when in reality, we are so more simply able to wrong other actual human beings than we are our own objects. Like, I was ready to place all this blame on this lady, on this other actual human being, than I was to like think that I'd hurt my doll's feelings. It's insane. It's just like a great example. It's a great challenge, and it was a great lesson that although I tout all of this minimalism and like, let your stuff go, it doesn't have feelings, don't worry about it, it's just stuff on the internet, there are still places in my psyche, in my heart, where that is still true for me as well. American Girl was my jam. It was my life as a kid, and holding on to these objects was something that represented who I am as a person, who I was, my history, my past. And letting those objects go is, in my head, like letting go of a piece of who I am. And that's just not true. I read this really beautiful and inspiring thing the other day about a guy who went to a monastery and was living with the monks. And monks famously don't have a lot of belongings. They have like a robe and a bowl, and that's pretty much it. But this guy had a little tiny statue of a Buddha. And that Buddha was the only thing he had in the world. It was so, so special to him. He thought, oh my gosh, I can never let this Buddha go. And then he had an interaction with another person who helped him greatly, and helped him so much that the monk was like, I need to give him something in order to show him how much I appreciate his help. So he gave him the Buddha, his only belonging. He was able to give up the thing he thought he would never be able to give up to show appreciation for somebody. I did not give this lady my American Girl dolls to show her I appreciated her. But our objects are not us. Our objects are not our past. Our objects are not who we are. And I was on a walk with my family right afterward, and I just looked up to the sky and I just felt relief that I was able to let go of some of my history, some of my past. And I didn't know the dolls were I didn't know the dolls were hanging on to that for me. I didn't know that I was carrying that weight, that burden of who I used to be and who I thought I was supposed to be by holding on to those things. It was a release. And that's the beauty of this whole entire lifestyle, right? Is that I'm letting go of things that I believe that I'm supposed to have in order to have the life that I am truly meant to have. And I can have that by not focusing on the things and start actually experiencing life, whatever that is. Moral of the story is, I was not prepared for how angry I was going to be at that lady for trying to get money back for me for these dolls. I am happy that I have gone through this process. I'm happy that I have given them to new homes, even if one of them is to a butthead. But I'm happy to have learned this lesson. I'm happy to have gone through this process, and it's inspiring me to do more.